Hi friends, I am making another 50-cent charity cookbook from the 90s, low-fat craze, fat-free craze from the 90s. Taking that cookbook and remaking the recipes. So tonight I'm doing a version of the Italian sausage stew that was in here, which of course called for turkey sausage. That was the way they cut the fat back then. Not us, we're using plant-based. So I just substituted the LIGHTLIFE vegan sausage, which comes in a tube, and only about half of that would give about the same amount of sausage. And I put together this recipe, healthy vegan version, and didn't really need to make that many modifications. It was full of fresh vegetables. I used veggie broth because I thought the potatoes need a little something more. You don't need to know. I made a good recipe. It's down in the description, and it's my version of this 90s cookbook's Italian sausage stew, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to give you a look at some of the ingredients in the pan when I get things going. Then I'm going to do the whole thing. And this book recommended, this book is very big on putting together a whole meal with like little side dishes and courses and salads and things, which Simon and I have gotten pretty lazy about. We tend to eat one pot things all the time and like, here's your bowl of dinner. And if you've looked at my Instagram and see what I'm having for lunch, here's your bowl of lunch. So I'm trying to like take some inspiration from this prevention cookbook, and I'm actually going to toast up some ciabatta bread. I bought our favorite bread makers are on vacation from the farmer's market, so I just bought bread from Kroger. And I bought a big loaf of what was called a ciabatta baguette, so like a big, long, thin, rectangular, but the bread is ciabatta, so I'm going to toast up some of that ciabatta baguette, and I'm going to make a little side salad. And I already have some of my tofu-based ranch dressing in the fridge, so I'm using some leftover homemade vegan ranch dressing, and we'll have a nice little rounded vegan meal inspired by my 90s charity cookbook. So hope you enjoy having a peek at what I'm up to in the kitchen tonight, friends. Here's what we have so far. We didn't have a large onion, so I did one sort of small to medium red onion and one white onion because that's what we had on hand. So Simon chopped onion, and he pressed 3 cloves of garlic, and we used that LIGHTLIFE vegan sausage, which comes in a tube, like a roll. I used half a roll of that, which would be about 7 ounces. And I used a tiny bit of olive oil, just a teaspoon for the whole recipe. And I've been deglazing with my box of red wine. We had this left over from camping. We had these smaller boxes of wine, so, you know, low-grade red wine to throw into a recipe. So I deglazed with some of that wine. I also used a little bit of water. I have thawed some of my homemade veggie broth if I need to adjust this recipe for you all and add a little bit more broth to cook all the potato. I've got all the diced potato. Simon just chopped up the fresh parsley, and we've got cans of fire roasted diced tomatoes. I already took the labels off for recycling, but it's 2 cans of diced tomatoes, the fire roasted kind, and I've already added in the basil and the red pepper flakes. So we're going to get this all together, simmer, and we are going to follow the suggestion to serve it with a side salad and some toasted bread. We have some toasted ciabatta. Our sausage stew, vegan sausage stew, is bubbling away. It's got about 5 minutes left. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. And so I took the time while that was simmering to make some nice side salads, little side plates here. So I've got romaine lettuce, some beet greens, carrot, celery, radish, scallion, and some big blobs of my homemade ranch dressing because it needs to be used up. So I made us some nice side salads there. This is the fresh parsley that's going to go in the stew when it's done. And I'm going to toast up this ciabatta baguette and put that on our little side plate. So yeah, following the 90s suggestion of a well-rounded meal. We're going to have stew, salad, and a crusty bread tonight. Soup's on. Here's what it looks like. Italian sausage stew with a lovely side salad and toasted ciabatta. Let me give you a close-up of that stew. All that vegan sausage and potato yumminess in there. All right, Simon and I are gonna sit down to this nice meal, and then I'll give you a quick little commentary after dinner and tell you what I think of my new recipe creation. I think this one's probably gonna be great for winter time, fall and winter. Lovely, steamy pot of stew. All right, I'm gonna taste them and let you know. Dinner was very tasty, very healthy. I think everything that I make from this low-fat cookbook from the 90s is gonna be quite healthy because it was pretty healthy from the beginning. They just used more meat and low-fat dairy back in the day, and my vegan versions I think are gonna be really healthy, like as in feel good and have energy after that meal. That being said, Simon and I scooped up some of our Ben & Jerry's non-dairy that I got on sale at Kroger. This is peanut butter half baked. Haven't tried this flavor yet. So we're gonna have just a small portion of Ben & Jerry's for dessert. But recipe turned out good. I'm gonna write it up and put it down in the description for y'all and give it a try and let me know what you think of another one of my recipe remakes. See you tomorrow, friends.